Hello and welcome to DevCast Ops. I am introing today. It's different because my PC has issues, so Barnaby can do the fun of actually writing the code. I'm James. With me today is Barnaby.
Hello. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's definitely been a while. It's been too hot and too busy. So hopefully we'll get back in the swing of things now.
Do you want to intro on what we're doing today?
Yeah, you're too used to taking the lead. So today we are progressing more of our system and trying to get everything more secure by running all our traffic through Envoy or Console Connect or whatever you whatever you want to call it. All our traffic goes to console, and then from console we then connect to it. Remember, you don't need the ports and you don't need zero trust. You need zero trust to SSH the server, so you'll need zero trust. But click Vol. How long's it been, man?
Look, I've just come back from holiday, okay? Things are a little bit slow.
It's fine. We can have a nice Josh stream today.
I got a new warning on my Google thing. It hasn't verified this app. I haven't seen this one before.
Oh yeah.
They're trying to stop us doing unsafe things. No, it's not this one.
Yeah, it's weird because you shouldn't. Only IWAL can access this app, so it's weird that.
It's because I'm using the wrong email account, I think, is why.
Yes, you need to use your DevCast Ops account.
Yeah. One day I'll learn.
Yeah, which is correct. It should give you that warning then, because you can add an email address to a tested app and then get them to log in via it.
Cool. We're in.
Whoop.
I'm not sure if we do have a good job to.
So the file browser. There's just one called file browser, I think.
Yep.
That's just a website that mounts some files. So if we just want to do network, because you can set up this in traffic.
Yeah. Let's open up consul as well. Do we still have our ready?
You have to log into Vol, go to the APIs to generate a token. Someday I will automate this stuff. But you missed all the backstage fun. I'm really unsure whether I want you backstage now. Because it's just so big for what we want.
Oh, God. Yeah, I remember you were saying that essentially the servers that we have are a little bit too small for.
Yeah, and all I want is a front end that wraps Nomad, Console, and Vault APIs. So not for the stream, because I'm not good enough at programming to program on stream, but I was thinking about making a small little web front end, maybe a back end as well, but essentially a front end that just wraps some of the kind of things we need to do, like this, where we need a console token.
Yeah, and I'm just quietly hiding it. Fine. We have more. It's nice to see that we're slowly progressing with the number of roles that we have. We now have different ones, and of course I'll just steal admin because.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure all the other roles are for things, not for people.
Yeah.
I want to get to the point where there's a role for each of us, and we don't have full visibility of everything. Hide secrets from each other and stuff like that.
Also, I'm not sure if this is an intentional bug or if it's just an actual bug, but I never seem to be able to pull the role tokens from the API Explorer. We always just.
Oh yeah.
It's like, is this people playing games? Or we just get this? It just hangs.
Yeah. It's probably doing something weird behind the scenes. I just saw something fun you could do with console. So with Cloudflare, the way we're doing things, we authenticate with we can only we can access Cloudflare. I've put a level of only we can access console via Cloudflare, put a level of protection there. But what you could do is if you hit that if you unauthenticated hit that endpoint, it calls out to Vault, generates a token, loads that token into your headers, and then sends that onto console. Oh, actually, that'd be really good for streaming because you could actually, if you did, you could do it in a way that means from the browser you never see your token.
Yeah, and hiding tokens at the moment.
That would be fun.
I think give me the nice block for this.
Oh, it's not giving you the full call.
No, I'll just use the Vault API commands, but I still want them to just steal the string.
That's fair. I suppose you didn't build a bash command that does this. Oh, it's been a while since you've been messing with this stuff.
Why not? I feel like I'm doing this wrong. Not actually getting any response. No.
What do you set? What have you set your vol URL to?
Well, it's giving me a response. It's not giving me the. Let me just clear, and then I'll show you what I'm getting, so that I don't expose so many tokens. Yeah, I'll just get this.
It's a write command. I think that's the reason why you're getting the
funny one in the UI.
You're getting the output of what's happening, not. May else be getting the weird thing in the UI? I think it's post command. Get the token.
Doesn't particularly that. It shouldn't. I don't think it should. Well, the API, the ones we have is config, which we shouldn't be doing. No. We have get of role, and this should pull the creds.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it should be that one. It should be the creds one.
I wonder if it's just releases are looking a little bit. All kinds of creds. Oh. It's because I use role, not creds.
Yes.
And now that's just hanging. I think I might need to log on to the server.
I'm gonna pull a the root key out console and see what's happening.
I think my guess is our little server is struggling because I put in the write command and it's got a timeout on.
Oh. Oh, we've not used it for like 3 weeks now, 2-3 weeks. So. We never set console back up. There's 3 tokens. There's a Nomad token, a Vault token. Yeah, there's Nomad token and 2 Vault tokens. We've not since our... Did we have to do a refresh? Can we not set console up?
No, we got Vault to do the bootstrap up.
Yes, we did. So there's no way of getting the console tokens.
Has no root tokens.
Yes. Maybe give it a restart?
Possibly. I'm trying just to get to the end of the logs to see if there's anything there, and it's hanging. There we go. Bad certificate. Oh.
Oh, was the site expired?
Yes. It looks through this thing.
Our Vault agent may not have created certs.
The last time we were doing this, we were having problems with Vault on the spot, the console on the Sparks. Filtered byte, main server, getting client expired. Vault agent we want? Yeah. Cool. Error. Authenticating. Put Vault login. Timeout.
Oh, that's because I changed the port. You don't talk to Vault through that port anymore. I thought I looked anywhere that had the port in it. Maybe I didn't. Oh no, I looked at like Terraform. I don't actually know if I looked at Ansible.
Cool.
That address is wrong.
Yeah. Let's fix this properly. The question is, do I have what I need? Going down. I don't think I actually have our Vault Ansible.
It may in Ansible playbooks.
It may just be a variable.
Yeah. I mean, look, it is part. The Vault address is passed in, but not into Vault. It only gets passed into console and Nomad. So I suppose I don't know if don't know where the agent gets set up with the port.
Let's just pull this down and then have a look.
Probably DC Vault agent.
Vault agent repo?
Oh, DC. It's part of the Vault, but as part of the Ansible playbooks, we pass in the Vault address into DCO Vault agent. So it's just part of Ansible playbooks. I think we force that it's something you have to pass through. Maybe not correctly, but
I guess. Well, omitting it is a way to do that. Maybe this one.
in the config for address.
Default address.
Yeah. So in the Ansible playbooks.
So much stuff.
Right at the top. And then main. I assume you're going to have to run main. You probably want to pull the latest version.
This should be the latest version.
Line 27 is the one that's got the line 27 is when you change. Oh, you highlighted it. And then it's also line 84 as well. It's in a lot of locations. Oh, in that file, line 84. I think I tried to make it that if things need to talk to other services, we passed in the URL. Whether I did or not.
We have it in local.yaml. Comes out.
Well, local YAML was like, I'm just going to run this one, maybe delete it there. Yeah, I would probably run main.yaml, just run the whole thing through.
Yeah.
Maybe change it there. So I can pull the token.
Cool. Not close.
I don't think we've ever made this file easily runnable. And then you need to pass in the file name.
Yeah.
We need to get better at testing our platform before we start. We're going to do envoy. Spend the entire session debugging our platform. Oh yeah, you need to have.
You need to have these all pulled locally.
You need to have these pulled locally, or change your in line 13 of the file you've got open. If you change local to remote, it'll then pull the remote one.
Cool.
Local's just good for like local debugging.
Maybe we'll make this script a little bit more. Yes, of course.
It's hard making the script more bulletproof because, yeah. I suppose if we made it so within the roles themselves, we could do better testing.
They are gathering facts.
I would maybe ignore facts. Too many open files is the error. I don't think we need facts.
It was, I guess by default, it's gather facts.
Well, we're gathering facts on all of them. Like that's our Nomad server having too many things running.
We need to really, yeah.
Like yeah, it's trying to get mount info for the mounts.
Let's run that and then go and fix it. And so we run Should get that to cache. Right. TLS, which is
not even needed at this point. But it's all the same server, so GatherFax is going to fail. GatherFax is going to fail. Maybe just edit it on your inventory if there's a way of doing it at inventory level. I don't know if you can remove GatherFax in inventory.
I think it's a playbook level 1. I was wondering if you could block it. Essentially.
What do you mean block GatherFax?
If you do like name and then I think it's been a while since I've messed around with blocks. It's more to do.
Oh, you're able to block. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Though knowing our luck, something requires GatherFax, but I don't think it does.
It will. It might do if we use like the host IP anywhere. Yeah, that.
But we get that from. Well, yeah, I don't know.
If we pull it from inventory, we're fine. If we pull it from,
I think generally either inventory or the GCP file, but I don't think we're using the GCP one.
Cool. Let's see if that makes us happier.
I suppose generally I have my block is not valid for play.
It's been a while since I've used blocks.
Illustrated blocks can only be under tasks. You may just have to gather facts on every thing.
Yeah. Well, I'm here going to check if it's. Set false. Cool. I can't remember what. Oh, I remember what I was using. I got the blocks the other day. It was kind of to group a load of things that needed a single, all dependent on a single variable. So there's a load of things that would run depending on which cloud provider you were running the role for. And at that point, it just made sense to have.
It's a fun way to mess with multi-cloud.
Yeah, you just had a block for each cloud, essentially. I do think we use become true very liberally in our roles. I think we have it at the role level as well.
Why is it gather facts?
Oh, it should be false.
Yeah, we should maybe at some point log this down, but most of what we do requires admin.
Yeah, I don't think we are using it necessarily wrong. I think we're just declaring it multiple times.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think for that, because it's being explicit that we're running these roles as admin, maybe it's not such a bad thing.
It might be just worth putting in like the reading of the roles that they should be run with gather facts true and then not have it in the role themselves.
Yeah, that's fair.
Gather facts. Cool. Let's see if it's happy now.
Open a new tab. Well, it's running the task.
Oh, hopefully this will fix it and then can start working on core console, which is what actually no, not core console.
Nomad, isn't it?
If we're installing envoy for console, I would have thought it would make sense. Was the console CNI plugin a Nomad? We'll leave that in
Yeah, the
background.
console.
Yeah, essentially.
You're installing it for Nomad, where you actually.
Cool. So we should need to check these as well to see if that's set up. So we need to check console, roles, client.
That'd be client or base.
Templates, client config.
If it's not in there, it's probably in base.
Connect
Or it's either
true.
base or default.
Yeah, the bits when you connect tables true and then ports. The ports are probably in default.
Nope. There are default ports.
I wonder if I can't remember if it's enabled by default. gRPC client config. Let's address. Don't need to go.
gRPC is default is. Oh no. What port is it saying we need enabled?
8502.
8502 by default is disabled because it's gRPC TLS is enabled by default.
Yeah. So the gRPC fair and I figured on no 1.4.4.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That block means that what we've got is fine because we can use the TLS.
Cool.
Yeah, so that is set up correctly.
Network is unreachable.
That's
Something ain't happy.
well, that's within Vault.
Bootstrap, yeah.
Maybe just comment that out and I'll fix it in the back end.
So what is the reaction? We just need the Vault agent.
It's just the things that are using the Vault agent. I think it's actually just the Vault agent you need.
Are we running that in here? Server, Vault Bootstrap.
That one.
Yeah, console-based TLS. Gonna have all the tabs by the end of this.
Yep, that works.
So Ansible distribution is undefined.
Maybe just
DC console base. What do we use Ansible distribution for?
that would be to work out what server type it is, I would assume. yeah, it's to go if it's apt, do something. If it's Ubuntu, do something. If it's not Ubuntu, do something else. Again, not needed for what we're trying to debug.
There's just gonna be one thing that I should really just use the local one in this point.
Probably. It's a thing that, like, really what we're trying to do, our server shouldn't be up for as long as it is.
Yeah. Vault
Like,
install.
we need to get to the point where we restart our server. We are in a position where we can restart our server or something. Or not have Nomad running on our server, because this is just because the Nomad client's on the server.
Yeah. I wonder how it's a shame we can't, I think, choose the minimum for the CPU cores. I'm tempted just to split this one into one, have it.
Oh no, so we for what we're paying for, you pay for like total CPU count.
But an individual VM in GCP doesn't go below.
We can have a smaller VM.
I don't think I was trying the other day and couldn't split the CPU cores less than 2. Like they always had 2 vCPUs, because I think it's because they use Intel.
Oh yeah.
Intel CPUs which hyperthread, so a single core has 2 threads on it. There's kind of vCPU. Yeah. Anyway.
And host name.
That
again is
facts.
Console server. No, you've got password. We've got password we needed to.
Cool. Which one of these do I have my... Do I have it? Okay. Temp. Error making API request. Put PKI issue console code 400 errors.
That's point to console devcast ops 8501. I may have. Is 8501 the API port? What's that port normally?
That should be TLS listener. External listener. Because imagine if I do a dig on we get that's our public address 104.2155146. Yeah. So it's trying to hit the port. I
just realized I've not been showing your screen. Wow, I am not used to this.
Need to push that button.
God damn it.
All of my worries about sharing tokens.
Yeah, just if I don't show your screen, you don't have to worry about it. Okay. Manage domains. This is devcast option.
I think I know why that's broken. Core vault. Where it's console.
You tried something?
Imagine this is a problem. Is the console URL in the Terraform variable set? In the workspace variables?
I think I updated the console URLs. I am unsure though.
Let me just check out main.
Okay, so yeah, Vault is still trying to access console 3501. Did I just like ignore console?
What was it? Is it http.terraform.com or app?
It's app.terraform.com. Oh, sorry, app.terraform.io.
Okay. Cool. Core Vault. Just check that there's nothing sensitive in these variables off screen.
Hope not. Oh god, the console URL is even set wrong.
God, I don't think there's anything that I'm accidentally going to share. But yeah, there's a problem.
I was so like, I'm going to make sure Nomad's working, I'm going to make sure that Vault's working. Didn't care about console.
Cool. Well, see if this runs unhappy. I imagine it'll tear down all of the console stuff. So this could cause problems.
I would hope it would be smart enough to update the URL without removing the fact it's bootstrapping console. Yeah, because that's an update.
It does say change, so maybe we're going to get away with it.
When it doesn't have access to the old one. God, if it was actually the state where it would delete your bootstrap token if you change the URL.
Okay, Vault result code for token provided, not provided, and failed bootstrap unexpected. Yeah, it did do what?
Okay.
God damn it. Well, there's one way to fix this.
Try now. Try and talk to console now.
Me to talk to console, or
yeah, sorry. Try like talk to console on 8501. Hopefully, Vault's not just like fully broken now.
I guess something that's probably worth checking is diagnosis. I think it's tried to rebootstrap it. Update failed. We have a lot of warnings and bios in here.
So the console config is still pointing to the old server.
Yeah. I wonder if we don't really have anything in console, and console's not in a useful state. So I guess it's worthwhile talking to the way that you could solve this if you ever got into this situation and you needed to get access into console. What you'd probably have to do is enable access to sysraw in Vault and go and pull out the console bootstrap token that way. But as we don't really care, I think
I assume your HTTP request failed.
yeah, timeout.
On the box, could you just restart console? Because no, the agent failed. Can you restart the Vault agent, the secret agent as well?
It's just going to time out for the
If you could restart the Vault agent. Does that now get any logs?
Cannot satisfy request TTL beyond the expectation rate of CA certificate at. We probably need to run the cron again.
Did
we update the cron to use the new?
Oh, so the agent can't.
The agent's failing to do PKI certificates because the CA hasn't been rotated.
Oh.
Which is, how do we call it? Is it scripts?
I think I may have just stored it in like Vault. I see Vault.
Well, eventually when the cron tab loads, we can have a look.
It's just a file. I suppose it's multiple files. We create this as part of Vault Ansible.
Maybe. I thought opening up the cron tab would be quicker than that. Look. Agent install server.
It's a part of...
Rotate CA.
Oh.
Main. Default, unzip, wipe, create.
Config
scripts. Config.
Welcome, Shujah.
Cool.
You should just be able to run it.
I need to do one little thing.
Oh.
Do you want to add that to your list of
Where was this server?
Yeah, Vault.
Yeah.
Vault server rotate CA.
Changed.
Cool.
Sweet. Now you should be able to restart the agent.
We may not actually need to. Because it will retry. We should set up log rotate. You need to be a little bit more aggressive on the server.
Yes, we should. There's a lot of data that just gets dumped into logs that we don't care about.
Can't satisfy, so try that 48.
And then you got render. And then spawning, restart console. So console should now be up with a valid cert.
Cool. I still don't hold great hope that the Terraform is going to run, but...
No, why do you need to run the Terraform? Just get a token.
Okay, yeah.
we're going to have to pass a token with enough access into Terraform to be able to like talk to console.
I think we're going to have to wipe console to get that token back.
Maybe. I'm just curious if we can now, if you can now pull the token out.
Where's my console tab? Yeah. There you go.
Perfect. It only took me turning off. That's part of our. Only took turning off the proxy and then respinning all our certs. But yeah, so
I think it may just be worth, as we have 10 minutes,
bouncing console.
fixing this, like wiping the data and getting Vault to have it more stably. Is the root, I guess the root is still there without the port because I'm accessing it. Yeah.
Yes. I'm going to make it so you have to use the root. You have to use port 80 or 414 or whatever what it uses. In fact, we are restarting console.
Okay, that probably should have balked everything. Yeah, cool. And then give me Terraform. And I'm guessing by that error, it tries to rebootstrap it when the config changes. So hopefully.
Oh, it was complaining there's no token. I don't know if you could have, if you told it a root token, if it would then just use that.
It was trying to bootstrap it, was what it was saying. This.
I think, well, but is it? Did it try bootstrap when no console token is specified?
It should try bootstrapping at the first one. But there we go. We're happy.
Cool. Yeah, maybe just prove that you can log in again.
How did we fix this last time? We've got
What's the issue?
Got the fun thing now. When we first bootstrap, we get this. There's no admin policy.
We just need to.
We need to use the Terraform one.
We just need to rerun. Yeah, we just need to use run core console.
Yeah.
Which may require core console being finessed. I don't know how well it's going to handle the console server being wiped.
Let's just see what it thinks it wants to do.
Hopefully everything. It's when part of the reads is like, oh, this doesn't exist, and it just fails out. That's what Vault does.
I get it why it does it for Vault and why the providers. Well, it's not really the only thing the provider can do. It's more the way that Vault's written itself. I don't think Consul's as aggressive with the.
I generally want my provider that if something doesn't exist, I want the provider to recreate it. Or to tell me it's going to recreate it and then recreate it. I had it in Kubernetes where it's if you delete the namespace and then try and run Terraform against namespaces, it gets a timeout error because it can't find the namespace. It's like, yes, I can't find the namespace. Just recreate it for me.
So say with Kubernetes, if something doesn't exist, just recreating it should be a fairly standard process. It's kind of all of Kubernetes jam.
The Kubernetes provider is not that great. So So this normally means something's gone wrong.
Or our server's just incredibly
Fail.
context deadline.
Failed to look up token, vault generic secret console.
Cool. We can get tokens out of console, but
Assuming we use the
Terraform role.
default. Yeah. So this uses the
particularly happy
generic secret, and it uses the console auth role. Console auth role.
Fair sync state ACL not found.
Oh wait, 100%. We've just got the wrong vault URL and the wrong console URL.
On console URL.
Let's edit some of our URLs to be correct, and then try this run again.
Oh yeah. I don't know why I forgot about that. Vault token, or is it just in the code itself?
So I've edited the vault token. It was a variable set.
Have you edited the console HTTP address?
No.
Cool.
If you could.
Cool. Let's retry.
That looks better.
No.
Just wants to create all the things as well.
Yeah, because if console, I think console will report back if something's not there. It would just go, this doesn't exist.
Yeah, that's good.
And then over the next few hours, we should see all of the things start to re-register as the Vault agent regens tokens. I can't remember what the least we had on the console tokens are. Nice.
No idea. All our Nomad jobs are failing. Because all our health checks are done through console. So all our health checks are failing. So services are failing.
In theory, this should heal because it's just the console token needs to be regened.
Oh, they're actually. I think they're failing because they've like the console vote. I don't know. Yeah, no, everything's coming back up. It just took everything out for a second.
Yeah, because this should now be generating tokens. Unexpected function. Oh, no, so yeah, this is having the same problem. And then it's rendered.
But now it's executed the command. So
Nomad. Yeah. Cool. Well, now we've wrapped everything up, got back to where we thought we should have started. We have the groundwork laid for next
Always
week.
the way. Yes. Oops. Transition. Okay. Well, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you follow, subscribe, do something with the bell, depending on what platform you're on and what that platform requires you to do for engagement. And yeah, until next time. Bye.
Yeah.